which I was in my class. So like after that, only that I call him back, and so like yeah, so I got this info like just this simple introduction, like he's Amway ABO. Then we also like chat a little bit because we never like talked before, so this is like an experience. And also like he asked like if my name is like pronounced Louis or Louis, which is like oh, because it's a French name. Like if you guys know Louis Vuitton, that's French. Like it's pronounced Louis, not Louis. But you know both is fine because my mom gave me the name Louis, but she never spelled it for me. I chose the spelling, and it's like kind of fancy, right? Compared to Lewis. So I'm like, oh, I am so touched by Paki. Like, finally, someone knows how to pronounce it. So thank you so much, Paki. So yeah. So let's give what number? Like, 666 to Paki.
Thank you, MC. Thank you, Louis. Very good evening. Before that, I must ask our host to co-host what do you call Punithan, so that he will be sharing the slides on my behalf. A great evening to everyone. Okay, my name is Paki, and the other half, Padma. Thank you for the introduction, MC. My beloved sponsor and my direct distributor, Edward Chan Kichai and Joey, up the line EDC Ganwa Singh and Teddy Moy. Thank you to the three Crown Ambassadors, and thank you to all the behind the scene people who make things happen week after week. Okay, and a special thanks to Johnny to make sure everything goes on weeks after weeks. Okay, a big round of applause. Can you join me in saying thank you to all these people? For without them, we will not be having a session like this, a platform like this. Okay, Punithan will be sharing. The product that I'm going to share has a lot of slides, so I'm going to do quite a fast one so that because we need to share, allow Ankinte to our seafood to share more so that we can learn more. Whereas these slides can be accessed by anyone in the e-learning, and you can always emulate more of it. Some of the graphs, I'll go fast because you have to really sit down and understand yourself. Otherwise, seeing it in the flesh is not going to help you much. What I'm going to share is the key points about what access is all about, especially muscle multiply. As the name indicates, muscle multiply, it multiplies your muscle. So let's delve into the next slide, please. Next, okay, the outline. Muscle loss, which is called sarcopenia, statistics in Malaysia. These are what we'll be covering by the slides. What are the consequences of muscle loss? Muscle versus fat. How do they affect weight and metabolism? Next, the importance of protein and amino acids. Protein is different from amino acids in the muscle maintenance and building. Key features of new excess wild berry flavored drink premix. And last but not least, cross usage with other Nutrilite and excess products. Next slide, please. Okay. This is to show how the muscle sagging, the muscles is there, but then it's not properly toned up. Which one looks better? Of course, it's all very obvious. Next slide. Okay, who will win? Also, is very obvious. Next slide. Okay, this a little bit of time. Muscles are crucial to support what? Movement, strength, balance, posture, digestion, heartbeat, breathing, and urination. Types of muscles. Okay, cardiac muscles, skeletal muscles, and smooth muscles. These are the three different muscles where but we need to strengthen all so that we are in optimum health. Next. Okay, this graph shows what happens when declines with age. Our muscle declines with age. got to take time to sit down to see. Uh, this is not a immediate thing, but it's a slow, gradual thing. Next slide, please. Okay, after 30s, you start to lose, and the percentage gets more and more as you age. But you can always slow down or reverse the whole thing. Next slide. Okay, how muscle loss affects us. So you can see these are the indications to show that how we are affected by muscle decline. Next slide. Okay, this is the classical thing that when you put two together, toned muscle is denser. Though you weigh the same as a fat person compared to a muscle toned person also will weigh the same if both are in the same category, but for muscle weighs more because it's denser. Next slide, please. Okay, this is composition wise. Muscles built same kilo, but what happens if you were to see, observe that one is full of toned muscle, one is not with fat. So that's what the indication is all about. Next, we move on. Okay, so you can deny that and say that I'm not a bodybuilder, so I don't have or need to build muscles. We'll see. Next slide, please. This I got to read it out so that it sinks into everybody. I'm not a bodybuilder, so I don't have or need to build muscle. Muscles are soft tissues found throughout the body that are essential in supporting your daily body movements and other body functions. Additionally, greater muscle mass is associated with longevity. Everybody wants to live longer, so it is tied up. 2014 study in American Journal of Medicine found that older adults with more muscle mass lived longer than those with less. This research, based on research. Hence, everyone needs to maintain healthy muscles mass. Okay, next slide. True or false? Well, you'll read out. Next slide, please. The larger the person's body size, the smaller the risk of muscle loss. Not necessarily, it depends on your body composition. If you have more muscle, yes, your risk of muscle loss or sarcopenia is reduced. Therefore, larger size people are also at risk for sarcopenia if they have more body fat but less muscle. So we have to do physical activities. Next. Okay, answer to that. Next. Okay, these are the things that is affected, not necessarily age alone. Okay, next. This goes to show when you build, when muscle protein synthesis takes place, what happens? You build lean muscles. When it doesn't take place, then the muscles are broken down further. Next. Okay, this is the daily need, which is very important to understand. 1 gram per kilo per day. Healthy adults. If you're moderate physically active, physical activities is increased, then it's 1.3 grams per kilo. So you take the 1.3 times how many kilos you are, then you'll know the need of what protein size amount you need. And if you are intense physical activity or sarcopenia and elderly people, then it's 1.5 to 1.6 per kilo per day. Next. Okay, the importance of protein and amino acids, entirely two different things in muscles. Okay, next. Proteins are proteins. When it's converted into, broken down further to peptides and finally to amino acids, which is readily absorbed by our body. This is what our protein products are, where it is readily available to be absorbed. No much digestion is taking place. Ready absorption, ready to use. That's the most important thing. Our key thing in our product is it's ready to use. Next. Okay, why amino acids? AAA, amino acids. These are the reasons why we need amino acids, because it is lesser effort is required to being absorbed as compared to if it's a protein, where it needs to be digested. That's the key thing. It needs to be digested before, it needs to be broken down before it can be absorbed. Ours is already in the final stage whereby it's uh, really ready to be absorbed. That's all, simple as that. So it saves a lot of time, because for digestion you need energy as well. Next, these are the amino acids. Essentials, 9 of it. You can go back and check it out. And non-essential, which is 11. Put all together, it's 20 amino acids. The 9 cannot be manufactured or synthesized by human body. It needs to be uh, intaked. It needs to be consumed from outside. Whereas the 11 can be manufactured. So with this 20, there are so many 100, 200 different types of proteins are being made by the body. So the manufacturer is our body, but we need to supply the right quantity, the right amount, and the right amino acids. Next. Okay, this graph is to show that after taking the product, the, the muscle protein synthesis takes place even in old or young. This is to show. Next. Okay, special about wild berry. What is this? In purple is the 3-BCAA, branched chain amino acids, leucine, isoleucine, and valine. These three is the key thing that is or makes our wild berry. Whereas the other extra is complete 9 essential amino acids. Okay, next. And it's in the right ratio. That's another important thing. It has to be in the right ratio, crucial to stimulate muscle protein synthesis, MPS. Okay, account for 35% of skeletal muscle, EAA. These are all on research based. The ratio should be 2:1:1 ratio is the best combination. Maximize muscle, maximize muscle growth and fat burning as the energy source. EAA and BCAA, greatest stimulation of muscle protein synthesis. So a combination. Okay, next. This is to show what it happens, the synthesis wise. Okay, next. Also this, what happens after. Okay, you've got to take time to sit down to see how it's calibrated and all that. Next slide, please. And this is the product that does the wonders. Wild berry flavored drink mix, XX. Muscle multiplier, as the name indicates. Next slide. Okay, 9 essential amino acids, 3.5 grams, and branched chain amino acids, which is 2.8, with a ratio of 2:1:1 ratio, leucine, isoleucine, and valine. Additional to that, there's L-glutamine and arginine. These are conditional essential amino acids. They are non-essential, but conditional. Next slide, please. These are the two that conditional essential amino acids usually becomes essential in times of illness and stress. So this is the combination that wild berry is made up. 3 of the purple, which is combination of 9 and additional 2 more. So all in all, you have 11. Next slide. Okay, L-arginine is 512 mg. Okay, what it does. These are what it does. Next slide. Glutamine, 42 mg. Also the right combination. More doesn't mean it's good. The combination is very important, and we do research before they decide on what's the grammage. More doesn't mean it's better. It's the combination, the ratio. These are the key things that one must understand as compared to any other brand outside. One might say abundance is given. Not necessarily it's going to work. Okay, next slide. Okay, this it shows that not only for muscle mass but also skin is important. So vanity also counts in. Next slide. Okay, what does the product do? The key features: convenient individual stick packs suitable for vegans, free from sugar, dairy, and soy, informed choice certified, low in calories. So you can see the calorie small but very effective. Next slide. Okay. Fuel your body, build your lean muscles, promote muscle recovery. This is the main feature of the product, is to have recovery, fast recovery. Boosts workout sessions and performance, improves body composition and metabolism, improve skin texture. Next. Okay, who can use it? This, or whether you want to lose weight or whether you want to performance or active aging. Also, it covers all three. Next. This is in research details as to what it is all about. Okay, you got to sit down and to take time. You can access the graph and take time to do the understanding. Next slide, please. Okay, this is the results of uh, the previous improved body composition. Okay, reduced visceral fat, increased muscle strength and endurance. These are all achievable by using it with the right combination. Next. Who might benefit? Okay, these are the people who can tremendously benefit out of using the product, consuming it. Next, how to consume. Okay, this part will slow down a bit. Mix one stick pack with 250 ml of water or any your favorite beverage. Stir, shake well, and consume immediately. 1 to 2 sticks per day. On a non-training day, use between meals to maintain lean muscle mass. On a training, days immediately consume within 30 minutes of completing workout to support building lean muscle mass. This is the key thing if you want to consume. Okay, next. Okay, these are the things that you can reverse. You got to take time to sit down to see muscle function, body composition, and metabolism. It makes it better. Okay, next slide. This is the pyramid. What is required? Not a product alone. You have to give recovery time. At the same time, you also need to do exercise to make sure that the combination of three gives better yield. Next. Next. Okay. Okay. Exercise training. Back. Okay. Exercise training. You can do all resistance training for all major muscle groups 2 to 3 times per week, 5 to 15 repetitions, and physical movements. Okay. Next. Right, nutrition, rest and recovery. These are the key things which is important to support, to help the product become much efficient. Next. This is combination of other products, other protein powders. We'll be dealing with it a little in depth. Next. Okay, this is comparison as to what each product does. Key benefits: weight management, fitness and performance, active aging. Whereas the normal protein is foundational protein. Okay, the function, wild berry will give you fuel for your body, build your lean muscles, promote muscle recovery. Whereas the normal protein support your daily body function and general well-being, meet body's protein needs. Main ingredients: 9 essential amino acids, including branch chain amino acids, L-glutamine and L-arginine additional. Okay, whereas the normal protein has complete protein digestibility, uh, corrected amino acids, which is with one has number one, which is the best score that any score can get for protein to show that how complete the protein is. Protein content per serving 4 grams amino acid, 3.5 EAA and 2.8 BCAA. Whereas each scoop gives you 8 to 10. This varies in different proteins with flavors. Use direction post workout within 30 minutes. Very important. Anytime between meals, separate from protein intake. Whereas not to be taken with our normal protein. Anytime is needed. Anytime between meals, separate from XX wild berry flavored drink mix. Not to be taken together. Okay, it doesn't mean taking together is going to be better. It's not recommended to be taken together. These are the things we must observe to, to get the best out of the product. Next, okay, weight management wise, these are the, as compared to weight management. Weight management XX, that is to be taken, the moral blood orange extract is to be taken before if you're going to burn fat. XX wild berry is to be taken after within 30 minutes of workout. So the difference is that you've got to take time to understand before you start on the program. Next. Okay, this will take a little time to go through. Can I mix XX, MM, and soy protein together? Should not be mixed with any other form of protein when used. Key thing. It is suggested to consume protein at 1 hour, least 1 hour after MM to ensure efficiency of both products. Okay, next. How do I incorporate soy protein and excess ignite into my diet? Okay, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, a daily must. Supports daily body functions, meets body's protein needs. Whereas this is pre-workout, before meal. Whereas post-workout, between meals if it's no workout. These are the fundamental rules we have to observe. Next, okay, stronger, leaner, and healthier you. Well, this is one way to check. Next, please. Sugar-free, but taste sweet. This is very important to take note also. Next slide. It is prepared with a very special product whereby it doesn't take part in digestion. It is special to give you the taste of sweetness, but it remains inert to any kind of chemical reactions in the body. So it doesn't increase the sugar level or blood sugar, insulin level, or nothing happens, but it's still sweet. That needs to be understood. Non-caloric. Okay, next. How is this product different from other BCAA product? This is a key important thing. Amino acid supplements provide only branch. Most of the brand outside provide only branch chain amino acids. It's important to have the 9 essential amino acids and additional 3. Only then it is much better. And not only that, it has also 2 additional compounds from the non-essential. So that makes our protein, our wild berry, stand out. It's very special. Next on the slide. Next, please. Thank you. I hand over back to MC. Short of time, we are looking forward for Kim Tae's session. Thank you in advance.
All right. Thank you so much, Miss Paki, for all this information of the sharing. Yeah, I'm sure everyone is anticipating for the next speaker, right? Okay. So our third and final speaker. Let me just find his introduction real quick. Oh my God. Here it is. Okay, so the third speaker is our Mr. Nkinde. Okay, so he graduated from University of Liverpool with BA and B Architecture, running his own small practice. Highest pin is Founders Platinum. Interested in wellness, attended more than 80 hours of How Talks by Ling Haifeng, and also a wellness course organized by Amway that was headed by the president of the Malaysian Wellness Society and 7 other doctors. And he was the only one score full mark for the cost test. Okay, impressive. Okay, so without further ado, let's welcome Mr. Anginte with 888. Yeah. Yay.
Thank you, Louis. Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me or not, Johnny? Johnny, can hear? Okay,
Yes.
I'm using my Bluetooth. Okay, let me share my slides here. Oh, not sure. All right, can see.
Yes, yes.
Okay, are you? I'm trying to get rid of this little thing. Okay. Okay, good evening, everybody. First of all, I'd like to thank our Monday Magic committee for inviting me to share here. Every 2 months, I got a chance to, I'm given a chance to share here. Thank you very much. Of course, this business, we must thank the person who bring us into this business. So I would like to thank my my sponsor, Mr. Chao Ming Zhang. Like Lee Kim Sun say, know him, know me. So very much appreciate that he believed that I can do this business as an architect. And then I'd like to thank my upline, Didi, my diamond, my crown ambassador, Peter Lee and Choi Kit for helping me to build my business. And of course, not to forget our uh, THS three pair of crown ambassador, Peter Lee and Choi Kit, Stephen and Angeline, and Lin John and Yet Hong, who make it possible for us to use their platform THF for learning and for sharing. Okay. Two months ago, I talked about this. What disease normally can we get? So this also I talk about the disease and the five recovery direction. The in Amway we always say especially for Hokkien always tell us make it simple. So if you want to talk about disease or there's so many type of disease. So Lim Hai Fong was very good that he simplified a lot of things, make it very simple so that a 70-year-old lady can understand and can share with people. That's his intention. Okay, so a person can only have uh, one of or a combination of all these five diseases. Okay, and these are the five directions in which you can recover if you have any disease at all. So the first is the self-grow and repair cannot keep up with the damage. So once that happens, your body will get uh, damage, injury will start causing sickness. Secondly, the immune system lower, so you get attacked by invaders. Third is the build up of toxic, so and your toxic function is down. And the fourth is the your body ability to counteract stress is lower. And the last is anti-aging of your body, which is declining. So these are in summary, whatever disease person have, it involve one or combination of all these five. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about the health by category. Johnny put down in the title health category. So it's not a health category, it's health by category. That means who is going to get what disease by sort of age group and sex group, okay? Male or female, okay? So this is part two. There'll be a part three coming up in 2 months' time. So of course we have to put in our disclaimer whenever we this is our lawyer's advice. Okay, so and then thanks again to Lim Hai Phong for giving us all this information. Of course, my information doesn't come just from Lim Hai Phong. It's a accumulation of all the things. I listened to his tape. I listened to William Kong, listened to Liang Zida, and of course, I read a book by Adelaide Davis, Dr. Bailey's, and all that. Okay, so it become mine after I mixed them all up, all the rojak. So how do we or Lim Hai Phong categorize who is who? First, of course, there's children. Uh, when we go out and talk to people about Amway and Amway product and of course especially health product, there is one good subject that you can get in to have a conversation is children, of course. Uh, if people are married, they have children, then of course they will try to give the best to their children. So children is one category. Of course, on the other end is the adults, elderly people who are just now, as Mr. Parky was sharing, adult also, not adult, elderly people has their own problem. So I categorize them in a different group. And then, of course, there's in between is the adults. So you're talking about from about 12 to 15-year-old onwards to the age of about 50 to 60, like that. Nowadays, it's quite blur because of our lifestyle. So adults, we categorize into men and women. Okay. So for, from the first of all, we'll talk about children. Okay. From the last sharing, I talk about these five factors that the that affects the person's health. Uh, in terms of children, which part do you think affects children most? Y'all can type, but I cannot see because I'm on full screen. Okay. Okay. First of all, we talk about children's characteristic. First, their organs are not fully developed. They are especially newborn. They are new. Okay, organ is not fully developed, and they are at a growing stage. Immune system is weak by comparison because they just come into this world, haven't encountered much virus, haven't trained their immune system, so relatively they are more prone to sickness. Of course, because they are growing, their anti-stress is weaker. But mind you, children don't have much stress. Okay, not much toxic for children because they are just born. Okay, except brought in by the mother. Okay, this you talk about during pregnancy, what's the mother's diet? Okay, so from the age of 1 to 3, for children, for babies and children, if they have flus, fevers, and diarrhea, or things like that, they are most likely their body are performing detoxification. Try to get rid of the toxic brought in together with them from the mother's body. That means the mother maybe during pregnancy drink something not right, alcohol or smokes and things like that. Okay, so it's very important. Mother have to be very careful with their diet. Uh, Children that have very high metabolism, because they are growing, so their damaged part is very repair very easily, very fast because they are growing. Okay, at high metabolism. So these are the children's characteristic. Okay, so when you talk about these five factors, when you talk about repair, there is no problem with repair because they grow very fast. So you see, when kids, when they cut their fingers or cut their hands, anything, they heal very fast, recover very fast. Whereas old men, like me, will take longer time to heal, to recover, because our metabolism is slower now. Okay, detox. Of course, you see, there's not much toxin in the body except those brought in by the mother. Uh, Children have no stress, okay? They are happy. They don't know what is stress. They don't know the value of money. uh, okay, aging, of course, that is not a problem because they are just born. So immune system is actually the main problem because they just came into this world. Uh, their body cannot recognize a lot of course, with come along with their DNA, the body can recognize some uh, how to react to invaders, to virus and bacteria and all that. So the main important thing about children is children get sick very often. Every now and then they have flu, all that sort of things, running nose. Very often, you see in kindergarten class, one person get one child get flu, then after a week, the whole class will have runny nose. Okay, so, so as far as children is concerned, the most important thing is the immune system. But how can we help the children to boost their immune system? Okay, protein can help. You can give them protein, but because their organ is not very developed yet, so you cannot give too much to start with. And if you give them protein, the body will use it to for the growth more than to build their immune system. Uh, because their kidney is not very well developed yet, so you cannot give too much. It will be a burden to the kidney. So you can give garlic and sea, but it's not in the form that the adult takes. You have to grind it into powders and mix it into their drink or milk or what. You try not to mix vitamin C with milk because one is ascorbic acid. The milk tends to be alkaline, so the two will have some chemical reaction. You might find some white powdery chemical form, which is maybe it's calcium carbonate. Okay, but you can give, but it's not too much because it will affect it will affect their organs. Okay, so actually nutrients not all that critical as normal diet can supply most of the nutrients children require. That means you got to give them a variety of food rather than always give them the same food. So complete nutrients will help a balanced growth. The most important thing for children is actually is training. So you have to train them to train their body to recognize new virus, new bacteria, and any foreign objects going in entering their body, and foreign objects such as maybe mosquito bite, or maybe insects bites, pollen, fine particles, dust and haze and all that will affect them. So how to train them? You see, the DNA brought along generations of experience to fight virus, but the body has to win once for that virus to be recognized. So it's like when COVID happened, so we all have immunization. Is to let the body recognize the virus or similar virus, so that when the actual COVID 19 attack you, your body knows how to react fast. Okay, so vaccination is not a prevention. It just let your body recognize the virus. Okay, so try when children are sick, try to avoid antibodies because those are medicine. They are not good for the body. So if the fever is below 39 degree centigrade, try to use a bit of vitamin C and garlic. Let the thymus train antibodies to recognize the virus and the bacteria. Don't use antibody to fight the don't use antibiotics to fight the virus and bacteria. Train your body's antibodies to uh, to recognize the bacteria and then fight it. It will take something like at least 7 days. Okay, so this is one thing. Uh, Let them drink plenty of juice. They can drink fruit juice. Uh, that if they vomit, you vomit means they are or have diarrhea. That means their body is trying to get rid of uh toxic or something. So you try to when they vomit, try to help them to vomit. When they have diarrhea, help them to flush the thing out. Okay, so drink more water, juice, fruit and vegetable juice. Use probiotic. Use echinacea to boost up the antibodies and increase the number of this called antibodies, white blood cell. Echinacea main function is to boost up the activity and increase the quantity. Okay, so a lot of sicknesses or uh, disease for children are caused by temperature difference. In fact, for adult also, temperature difference cause a lot of problem because in nature, we experience temperature differences gradually. It's not a sudden change, but nowadays, you step out of the air-conditioned car or air-conditioned room, you are going from about 20, 22 degree straight away into maybe 30 degree. So that's a big fluctuation. Your body have to react to the fluctuation in temperature by closing your sweat hole, rushing your blood into the body or outside the body. So this temperature differences actually is a cause of about 70 to 80% of diseases. So when white blood cell actually follows the temperature difference to stay at the skin, when it's when it's hot, the white blood cell will come out onto the outer surface because your blood will come out to the outer surface. That's why the white blood cell follow the blood. And when it's cold, the blood will go into the internal organs to protect the organs. So the white blood cell also go in there. So these differences in temperature actually causing the white blood cell to go in and out of the body. So one thing we can do is to use the hot and cold water in the morning shower from toe to head, 1 minute around. So you in the morning you can actually have hot and cold shower. Don't just have hot shower. Okay, 1 minute of hot water, 1 minute of cold water. You do this. Okay, don't do this when you are not well. Okay, don't do this when the child is not well, when the child is sick. When the child is happy, healthy, or when you are happy, healthy, in your optimum health, then you train your body like this. Don't do it when you are not well, or when you have a flu, or when you are very tired, or when you get very angry, your mood is not good. Don't do it because you may actually get sick if you try to train it this way. Because when you do this, your blood will go in and out of your body. So by doing this, you see you can actually flush out toxic. You can actually uh train the muscle strength of your blood vessel. Just now we talk about uh Mr. Paki talked about the muscle. Our blood vessel are also muscle. You have to train them. You can do dumbbell training, you can do weightlifting, you can do a lot of exercise to train your muscle. But how are you going to train your blood vessel muscle? So this is one way you can do it. This technique is used in ancient Rome, where the Romans actually they dip themselves into hot bath and then they go into the cold bath. That's why they have special Roman bath. Okay, so this is one way to train the children. Okay, try not to give them medicine. So children, if you give them balanced diet, variety of food, then they should grow up nicely. Okay. So next we go to the elderly. That I'm into this category now. I'm 65. Okay. So elderly people on the other end is that organs are aging. The body is aging, so all our organs are getting old. A lot of spare parts are getting worn out already. Okay, toxic settle very deep into the body throughout these many years of all the junk food we eat. So our ability to get rid of the toxic also lower. Uh, our ability to fight stress also lower because our body organ ability to produce the hormone to fight stress also weakening. So our immune system is lower because our thymus is already shrinking until you almost cannot see it. And because of aging organs, our digestion, absorption, everything lower. Your digestion start from your mouth. If you lose all your teeth, how are you going to have good digestion? You cannot even chew uh, food properly. You probably have to blend your food, blend all your food. It's not just have your nutritious breakfast or mix. This Amway recommend this um, blending fruits and grow gut and all that. You probably have to blend all the meat you eat, all the vegetable you eat, everything, because you cannot chew properly. So the problem with old people is that the self grow is repair is slower. That actually because the self grow is slower, so it actually because poor digestion, poor absorption, self grow will be slowed down, and that hastening the aging process. So this is the vicious cycle, bad cycle. The less self grow repair, the faster the aging, then the more damage the organ, then the digestion get even worse, absorption get even worse. So it's a very bad cycle. So we have to get out of this cycle. So for elderly people, uh, immune system need improving, but it's very limited because the thymus is already very, very, very small. Thymus is the main organ to train your immune system. Our white blood cell is produced in our bone marrow. It's sent to the thymus for training. But if the thymus is also because by the time we get old, our body recognize well most of the virus and bacteria already. So the thymus function is reduced. So the thymus itself shrink. Detox is limited because our body also get old. Uh, of course, old people got stress, right? If you are retired, you got not much stress. The only stress you have are those psychological stress. You have less friends. You probably got less activity. Your friends all gone, and then with all the young people around you, you speak the different language with us these days. Uh, so for all elderly people, repair is the most important. If they can repair the tissue, then the organ can work normally. Then only you can talk about increase the immune system. You can increase the detox. You can improve the anti-stress, and you can reduce aging. So repair is very important. So for elderly people, nutritious breakfast, high protein drink is very important. This one you talk to the people who bring you here. What are the uh, how to prepare nutritious breakfast? I've been drinking this since 2002, so it's like 23 years. Or most of the time, my breakfast, except weekends, I have maybe because uh because have to take wife to uh, this do marketing and all that. I have this happy meal. Happy meal is faster. Okay. Then nutritious breakfast during weekdays because my two children also drink it with me. My wife also drink with me. So I'm the one who prepare the nutritious breakfast for everybody in the house. Uh, I have three children. Two of them take with me. There's one youngest one who is very naughty. He doesn't want to take. So he tends to get sick very often, more often than the other two. So sorry, but that's his health. It's not my health. I can only give him if he wants to take it. I don't want to force him down his throat. So vitamin E is very important. 100 IU a day minimum. Uh, Selenium inside the our we have two product that's got selenium inside. Is double X and also uh, our body key. Okay. Of course, you can add some food, good food like brewers is also has selenium inside. Wheat germ also, they are good food that contain selenium. Increase the thymus activity, so it can boost immune system. Omega 3 and lectin E, these are helping fat digestion, blood and cholesterol. Of course, also the CH balance. This can help you to detox the bad fat from your body, bad oil from your body. Because most of the time we taken too much bad oils than good oil. You know, those have more omega 6 and those fried grill and all these goreng things got a lot of bad fat. So you have to do the detox. Anti-aging, we can use this, CoQ10, ginseng, and ginkgo. We got M plus, which is good for the memory. Of course, garlic and echinacea improve immune system. They are anti-aging and good for the memory also. Ginkgo is very good for memory. If money is not a problem, this all this CoQ10, ginseng, ginkgo, and M plus are very good for elderly people because of our aging, our blood vessel or blood flow also slow down. So you need to improve blood circulation. So you have to boost up the muscle. CoQ10 boosts up the muscle of your heart to improve blood circulation. M plus will improve blood circulation to all the little capillaries, the minute one, those. So it can help, our eyes and kidney, our brain, of course. The capillary are so small, especially the eyes. The eyes capillary only allow one red blood cell to pass through at a time, and the red blood cell at certain area have to change its shape. Instead of red blood cell is like a flying saucer. It has to squeeze itself to become oblong to go through those areas. So M plus actually can ginkgo also can help. Okay. So now we come to adults. We have two categories. That is, first of all, we talk about men first. Men are more energetic, they go about running around. Men are bigger eater, so we tend to collect more rubbish than women. Uh, Selenium, sorry, seldom have major health problem because we go about actively eat everything, wall up everything. So most of the men, they have less health problem, and that is one big problem because they have less health problem. They tend to ignore their health. They say, I don't need to have this, I don't need to exercise, I don't need to sleep early or this sort of thing because they are young. Their body is vibrant. They can take a lot of hammering. Uh, so for men, what the main thing is the stress start to increase. We have when you are study, you have study stress. When you come out and work, you start to have a lot of these things, especially when you start to have family. Emotional. You start to have girlfriend. You get relationship, stress, workplace, work politics, work stress, and heavy workload. OT every day, no exercise. uh, Family stress, financial stress, career stress, health stress. So for men, Since the man is a big eater, so repair is not really a big problem. So energetic when you are young, immune system, detox, anti-aging, all not a problem. So the main biggest problem actually is stress. Okay, men the whole life fighting stress. Uh, so women have to give men more faith. Don't give them faith. Don't give them stress. So how to counteract stress? This is the called what you call the uh to produce stress hormone, protein, BC, calcium, the increased adrenal hormone, the stress hormone. Okay, especially vitamin B is very critical. You try to increase food that are rich in vitamin B, like liver, wheat germ, brewer's yeast, milk thistle. Milk thistle can boost liver function. Okay, liver can produce vitamin B. Don't forget our liver. You eat liver also can, but a lot of people say, "Wow, liver got a lot of cholesterol. I don't want to eat." Yeah, liver's cholesterol is not that bad. It's how you cook it that make it bad. Normally Chinese have this liver with the kyong chong, ginger and onion. They fried it. They fried it. The oil become bad. The liver also become bad. All the vitamin B also got damaged. The best way to eat liver is to cut them into small slices, dip them into soup quickly, and then take it. It's very soft, almost powdery. Uh, I don't know. Some people don't like to take liver. Okay. Men, very important, learn how to relax. Learn how to release stress. Okay. You can do it meditation. You can do exercise. Exercise is a good way to relieve stress. You can do yoga, or you can just open your mouth. Open your mouth. You don't get angry, so you don't get stressed. You don't get angry when you open your mouth. If you don't believe me, you open your mouth and then you try to get angry and see. Because you see when the person get angry, they close their mouth first, right or not? So also of course you can get yourself into the right atmosphere. I'm not talking about buying a atmosphere, okay? Get buying an atmosphere is good, give you good air to relax. But get yourself into a happy atmosphere. Don't mix with people who are naysayer, get your mood down one. Okay. Try to reduce high calorie foods, especially carbohydrate. Okay, and increase fruit and vegetables because they got more nutrients, especially B vitamin. They can help you to relax more. Vitamin B3 is called a happy vitamin. So that vitamin B3 is very important. Help you to relax. B and calcium, magnesium also help you to relax. So now we talk about women. We have to give a round of applause to all the women in the world. Without women, we won't be here. Okay. I feel sorry for women sometimes that they eat less. They are more accommodating than men. Okay. So you see, that's one good thing. They can take a lot of stress. Body can store a lot of toxic. They can take more toxic. They smaller eater. That's why I say they eat less. That's why their nutrients intakes are less. But they actually need more uh nutrients than men because they have to go through because they eat less, so their intake of nutrients is less. And they have to pass through a few cycles, the menstrual cycle and then pregnancy and menopause and then life cycle. And all these cycles are draining a lot of nutrients from their body. So we have to salute all the women, uh, give them a round of claps, please. So the whole woman, the most important thing, the whole life is about detox. Every month they do detox. Menstrual period, okay, they lost calcium, they lost iron. Because of that, their nervous system become tense up. As I said just now, calcium, magnesium can relax, make you relax. So when they lose that, they become, when their menstrual cycle come, they have headache, they got muscle cramp, body pain, all sorts of things. So quite pity. I have two in my house. Of course, my wife doesn't have this anymore. But my daughter, whenever her period comes, I feel so sorry for her. Okay. Uh, Women needs a good quality oil. Okay, try to have all this good oil to normalize their hormone. Hormone is very important for women. Oil is very important for women. Uh, women cannot become women without oil, without good oil. Okay, so try to increase BC, calcium. These are all can fight stress, and of course iron, folic, and these are menstrual cycle period time and protein during period. Okay, this will help you to normalize your hormone, uh, give you less cramp, less pain, and all that. Uh, During pregnancy, pregnant is like somebody placed a purchase order. I want to I want to build a baby. I want to purchase a baby. So it's a major cleansing time. During pregnancy, a woman needs all the 42 nutrients that the body requires. Uh, you need supply plus high protein drink. Okay. These are the suggestion. This to mix the nutritious drink. Uh, One thing in particular, lecithin E is very important. Because you have to take some iron folate. Normally, doctor will give you iron folate, but if you try to take the MA one, it's more natural, better. Omega 3 can take three up to three a day, but you stop on the 8 month because omega 3 can help the baby's brain cell grow more brain cells during fetus time. But you stop on the 8 month. Don't carry it to the 9 and 10 month because it tends to what you call not dilute. It make the blood less viscous, less so make the wash blood flow too fast, too dilute. It's not that it's not that it's bad for the body. It's just worry that during giving birth the blood difficult to stop bleeding. So you stop at the on the 8 month. Okay. But it's good for the fetus brain function. Next time the baby will become very smart. Okay. Daily. Now we don't have multi keratin, so you try to get it from other source. Take more orangey color, yellowish color food, carrots and things like that. Uh, Menopause is another cycle that the women have to go through. Again, you must have all this. So by the time that women have already accumulated a lot of toxic, a lot of junk, rubbish settle in the blood over the years. So you need very good oil to replace all those bad oils in the body. Uh, Omega 3, lecithin, or the EPO. You mainly have to help the blood circulation if you can and hormone production. Avoid most of the refined oil in the market. So increase these two. Menopause. MWA is very kind to produce black cohosh specifically for menopause to reduce the symptoms and all that. So as far as women is concerned, whole life must reduce junk food, biscuit, fried food. Try to reduce because they contain a lot of bad oil. Oil is very important to women, okay? Because they are made of hormones. Hormones are made of oil, and women are made of hormones. Drink more fruit juice, especially fruit and vegetable juice. Drink more fruit, but fruit and vegetable juice I always say East Spring water is the second best juice, second best fluid in the world. The best is still fruit and vegetable juice. Okay, they contain nutrients. Do detox more often. This one I may choose sometimes to talk about detox in future. How to do detox. For me, I do try to do twice a year, but at least I'll do once a year. Okay, I just did a couple of months ago, and after I came back from Vietnam, I went to Vietnam. My body weight increased from 53 to 58. A lot of good food. Although I walk a lot, but still ate too much. So I came back. I immediately I did a detox. So my weight now stabilized at 52.5 to 53 kilogram. I'm a a very light, better light person. Okay. Try not to overeat. This one advice to all the women: don't overeat. These are the things: protein, B, C, calcium, lecithin, multi-carotene or carotenoid, help the liver control hormones production and balance the endocrine system. Endocrine system is very important for women. Of course, men also have this, but women tend to be more sensitive because endocrine is the hormone production system. Okay, this last thing I want to go through is recently Amway launched this M-Cell, and in launching M-Self, they talk about all these what do you call herbs that they get. They study they study how many thousand types and then select from how many thousands of different phytonutrients from plants and all that. They study one book, ancient Chinese book called Shen Long Hao Yao. Is there's three important books in ancient China. One is this one, which is called Huang Di Nei Jing. Huang Di Nei Jing. This is Pinyin in Chinese. This is this one talk about general how to 养生, how to keep healthy. The Shen Long Yao Xie is more talk about diseases. Okay, so I'm actually using knowledge from that book to research onto self regeneration, how to make the self healthier, which thousands of years ago was done by the Chinese. And then there's another book called Ben Chao Gan Mu, which is mainly talk about herbs, thousand types of different herbs, what is their characteristic, cold or hot, heaty or what. Only Chinese got this sort of thing. So in this particular book, Huang Di Nei Jing, it talk about life cycle. Men and women have slightly different life cycle. So there's for women, it talk about every 7 years. Okay, 7 years in see in Chinese age system, the Chinese traditional Chinese medicine consider the baby fetus inside the mother's body as 1 year, 1 year old. So when the baby is born, actually the baby is not zero age, it's 1 year old already. So when the book say the books were basically the sentence translated 你子七岁肾气肾 female 7 years old, the kidney becomes stronger, and then they start growing teeth, their teeth and their hair start growing. So seven actually is six in our Western calculation. So it's 6 years old. So when you talk about the next seven is 都二气天癸至. The 27 is 14. So it's 13-year old start to have period. Okay, 天癸 is period. The body start these are all Chinese word. Okay, and then they start to have period. Then 37, 21. 21 minus 1 is 20 years old. Then they start can have baby and actually the second 7 they can have baby already. The 14 minus 1, 13 years old onward. So every 7 minus 1 year, so 2 7 is 13, 20, 27, 31. Every time when a female reach this age, they go through a cycle. Okay, so if you know, if you want to take care of your body, you don't want to let it get old very fast. At this stage, at the age of 6, 13, 20, 27, 34, 41, 48, you take particularly good care of your diet, of your nutrition, whatever. If you got money, whatever MWay have, you buy and eat. Okay, especially after you reach 40 and above, you have to really take care. Then you can last very long. For the next 6 years, you'll be okay. You won't age so fast. Only at this period. Okay. So this is for women. This is from the book. I happened to read the book many years ago. So I have this book. And for male, it's actually every 8 years. So it's 8 minus 1. So at the age of 7, 15, 23, if you read Chinese, these are the changes. Uh, so at the age of 40, it says 40, the sex start declining, your teeth start getting loose, start losing hair, and you reach 48. 48 means it's actually 47. Your muscles start becoming loose, your face don't look as vibrant as before, and your hair start growing, your sideburn also start growing white. So these are the description of the cycle for men. So these are the ages. At these ages, those if I'm now I'm 65, I just past the 63. So at that 63, if I look after myself properly, reduce stress, don't work so hard, don't stay late at night, then I can last for another 8 years until 72 or 71 in this case. Okay. Uh, so finally, of course, I always say, try to control your mood. Don't get angry because angry is very costly. It's just like a tap that's broken. You lose money all the time. Of course, we must have appropriate exercise. We must have positive mental attitude and must have enough sleep and balanced nutrition or Nutrilite. So these four items make up of the word earn. Actually, you cannot get healthy just like chin chin chai chai. You have to earn your health. You have to work hard. You have to manage it. And in order to do this, you have to love yourself. You have to have goals. Then you love yourself. You work towards that goal. Then you take care of yourself. You will do the learn. Okay, you will do the learn. So the best vitamin in the world actually is the classroom like this one. Every week we have people like Mr. Parky talk about how to reduce muscle loss. Then come and learn. Then you can keep yourself healthy. So I think that's all my sharing today. So thank you for your attention. The next episode, I'll be talking about where are the diseases in our body. So thank you very much for your kind attention. I hope I didn't drag it for too long.